My dear one, life is a series of choices. Every moment you stand at a crossroads, deciding where to place your energy, your thoughts, and your love. When you focus on yourself, you reclaim your power. You stop chasing approval, validation, or external distractions. Instead, you align with your highest self, choosing the right thing to do, not out of fear, but out of love. Today, let us step into the truth that when you focus on yourself, you are not selfish, you are self-loving. And when you choose the right thing to do, you align with the abundant flow of the universe. The need for external validation is one of the greatest obstacles to personal freedom. From the time we are children, we are conditioned to seek approval, a kind word from a parent, a gold star from a teacher, a compliment from a friend. These affirmations shape our sense of self-worth. But over time, this conditioning can become a trap. We begin to rely on others to tell us who we are, to determine our value, to decide whether we are good enough. The truth is, you were born worthy. You do not need permission to be yourself. You do not need applause to feel valuable. The moment you release the need for external validation, you reclaim your power. You step into a life that is guided by your own truth, not the opinions and expectations of others. At the root of this need for validation is fear. The fear of rejection, the fear of being unloved, the fear of not belonging. We often shape our actions, words, and choices based on what we think will please others. We wear masks to fit in, suppress our true feelings to avoid conflict, and seek constant reassurance to feel secure. But this is an exhausting way to live. It disconnects you from your authentic self. It keeps you in a state of dependency, always looking outward instead of looking within. When you stop seeking external validation, you begin to trust yourself. You realize that your worth is not dependent on how others perceive you. Their opinions are shaped by their own experiences, biases, and limitations. What someone else thinks of you is not a reflection of your truth. It is a reflection of their own mindset. You are not responsible for living up to their expectations. Your only responsibility is to live in alignment with your own values, your own heart, and your own wisdom. Releasing the need for validation does not mean you become indifferent to others. It does not mean you stop caring about the people in your life. It means you no longer allow their approval or disapproval to dictate your choices. You become your own source of acceptance. You become your own cheerleader, your own support system, your own safe place. One of the most powerful ways to break free from this need is to practice self-affirmation. Instead of waiting for someone else to tell you that you are enough, tell yourself. Speak words of love and encouragement to yourself daily. Look in the mirror and affirm your worth. Say, I am enough just as I am. I do not need anyone else to validate me. I approve of myself. Another important step is to embrace solitude. Spend time alone with yourself without distractions. Get to know who you are beyond the roles you play in other people's lives. Who are you when no one is watching? What do you truly desire? What makes your soul come alive? When you build a strong relationship with yourself, external opinions lose their grip on you. You become so grounded in your own essence that no outside judgment can shake you. It is also essential to set boundaries. People who rely on external validation often struggle with saying no. They fear disappointing others, being seen as selfish, or losing love and acceptance. But true self-respect comes from honoring your own needs. You do not have to overextend yourself to be worthy. You do not have to be everything to everyone. Saying no is not rejection. It is self-care. The right people will understand. The wrong ones will fall away, making space for relationships that are based on mutual respect rather than dependency. As you let go of the need for validation, you may feel discomfort at first. It is natural to seek reassurance, especially when making big decisions. But with time, you will notice something miraculous. You begin to feel lighter. You no longer carry the weight of other people's expectations. You walk through life with confidence, knowing that your choices are based on your inner truth, not external approval. When you reach this level of self-trust, you radiate an energy that attracts the right people and opportunities into your life. You no longer chase validation, you attract respect. You no longer fear judgment, you embrace authenticity. You no longer live for others, you live for yourself. And in doing so, you inspire those around you to do the same. So take a deep breath and let go. Release the need for permission, for applause, for reassurance. Stand tall in your own worth. Approve of yourself, love yourself, trust yourself, because you are already enough, and you always have been. Your energy is your most valuable resource. It fuels your mind, body, and spirit, guiding you toward the life you wish to create. But energy is not infinite. It must be nurtured, protected, and directed with intention. Every day you are presented with choices about where to invest your energy, who to share it with, and what environments to allow into your space. If you are not mindful, you may find yourself drained, exhausted, and disconnected from your true self. Protecting your peace means becoming selective about what you give your energy to. It means recognizing that not everything and everyone deserves access to you. Many people go through life giving too much of themselves away. They pour energy into relationships that do not uplift them, jobs that do not fulfill them, and situations that bring stress instead of joy. They allow negativity, drama, and chaos to consume their thoughts, leaving little room for clarity and inner peace. But the truth is, you are not obligated to carry burdens that are not yours. You are not responsible for fixing everything and everyone. Your energy is sacred, and it is your right to guard it fiercely. One of the most important ways to honor your energy is by being aware of how people affect you. Some relationships nourish your soul, while others drain you. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with certain people. Do you feel uplifted, inspired, and at ease? Or do you feel exhausted, anxious, and depleted? Not everyone is meant to have a place in your life. It is okay to walk away from relationships that disturb your peace. You do not have to explain yourself. You do not have to feel guilty. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It is self. Your environment also plays a crucial role in your energy. The spaces you spend time in can either bring you comfort or create stress. A cluttered home, a toxic workplace, or an overwhelming social setting can impact your mental and emotional well-being. Make it a priority to create a space that supports your peace. Surround yourself with things that bring you joy, inspiration, and calmness. If a place no longer serves your highest good, give yourself permission to leave. You are allowed to choose environments that feel safe, nurturing, and aligned with your spirit. Another powerful way to protect your peace is by being mindful of what you consume. This includes not only food and drink, but also the media you engage with, the conversations you entertain, and the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind. If you constantly absorb negativity, whether from social media, news, or gossip, it will begin to affect your energy. Choose wisely what you allow into your mental and emotional space. You have the power to set boundaries with the content you consume and the narratives you accept. Focus on uplifting, inspiring, and empowering information that supports your growth. Setting boundaries is an essential part of honoring your energy. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear disappointing others or being seen as unkind. But every time you say yes to something that drains you, you are saying no to your own well-being. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about ensuring that your energy is respected. It is okay to decline invitations, limit interactions, or distance yourself from situations that do not align with your peace. The people who truly value you will understand and respect your need for balance. Honoring your energy also means listening to your body and mind. Rest when you need to. Take breaks. Slow down. In a world that glorifies constant productivity, it can be easy to feel guilty for pausing. But rest is not a weakness, it is a necessity. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When you take time to recharge, you become more present, more focused, and more capable of showing up fully in your life. Give yourself permission to prioritize your well-being without apology. Practicing mindfulness and self-care is another way to protect your peace. Meditation, deep breathing, journaling, and spending time in nature can help you reconnect with yourself and release stress. Make time for activities that bring you joy, whether it is reading, painting, dancing, or simply sitting in silence. These moments of self-care are not luxuries. They are essential to maintaining balance and harmony in your life. The more you honor your energy, the more you will notice a shift in your life. You will attract people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your highest good. You will feel lighter, freer, and more in tune with yourself. You will stop giving your energy away to things that do not serve you and start investing it in what truly matters. Commit enrichment in experience that does not create an agenda above your head and feels exhilarating and spiritually. At the end of the day, your peace is priceless. No one else can protect it for you. You must be the guardian of your own energy, the keeper of your own well-being. Choose wisely where you invest your time, your emotions, and your thoughts. Release what no longer serves you, embrace what brings you joy, honor your energy, and you will find that peace is not something you have to chase. It is something that naturally flows to you when you create the space for it. Your growth and healing are sacred journeys deserving of your time, attention, and commitment. Life is constantly evolving, and so are you. Every experience, every challenge, and every setback holds a lesson, an opportunity to rise, to expand, to become more of who you are meant to be. But this transformation does not happen automatically. It requires intention. It requires a conscious decision to prioritize yourself, to choose healing over dwelling in pain, to choose growth over staying stuck in old patterns, to choose yourself over the opinions and expectations of others. Healing is not a destination, it is a process. It is the act of releasing what no longer serves you, of forgiving yourself and others, of making peace with your past so that it no longer controls your future. So many people carry wounds that they refuse to acknowledge. They bury their pain, hoping that time alone will make it disappear. But healing does not come from avoidance. It comes from awareness. You must be willing to sit with your emotions, to feel them fully, to understand where they come from and how they have shaped you. Healing is not easy, but it is necessary. When you prioritize your healing, you free yourself from the weight of past burdens. You make room for peace, for joy, for a future that is no longer defined by old wounds. Growth, too, is an ongoing journey. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to challenge the beliefs that limit you, to take action even when fear tries to hold you back. Growth does not happen in ease. It happens in moments of discomfort, in the willingness to face difficult truths, in the courage to change. It means letting go of old versions of yourself, even when they feel familiar, even when they are all you have ever known. It means embracing new habits, new perspectives, and new ways of being. Growth is about stepping into your power, becoming the person you were always meant to be. To prioritize your growth and healing, you must first recognize your worth. You must believe that you are deserving of happiness, of peace, of the life you desire. Too often, people place themselves last, giving their energy to everyone and everything else while neglecting their own needs. But you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give your best to the world if you are running on empty. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish, it is essential. When you heal, you become a source of love and light for others. When you grow, you inspire those around you to do the same. One of the most powerful ways to support your growth and healing is through self-reflection. Take time to understand yourself, your patterns, your triggers, your deepest desires. Journaling, meditation, and solitude can help you connect with your inner world. Ask yourself, what is holding me back? What do I need to release? What do I need to embrace? The answers are always within you. When you make self-reflection a habit, you gain clarity, and with clarity comes transformation. Another essential part of growth and healing is setting boundaries. Not everyone and everything deserves access to your energy. Some relationships will nurture you, while others will drain you. Some situations will uplift you, while others will weigh you down. You must learn to say no without guilt, to walk away from what no longer aligns with your well-being. Protecting your peace is an act of self-love. You do not have to explain yourself. You do not owe anyone your energy if it costs you your happiness. Surround yourself with people who support your evolution. Growth is difficult when you are surrounded by those who want you to stay the same. Choose relationships that encourage you, that challenge you to be better, that celebrate your progress instead of holding you back. Healing is also deeply affected by your environment. Choose spaces that feel safe, that bring you peace, that allow you to breathe and just be. Your surroundings matter. The energy you allow into your life matters. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Healing happens on all levels. Feed your body nourishing food. Move in ways that make you feel strong. Rest when you need to. Speak kindly to yourself. Release the need for perfection. Allow yourself to be human. Growth is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more of who you truly are. And healing is not about erasing the past. It is about making peace with it so that it no longer defines you. Be patient with yourself. Growth and healing do not happen overnight. Some days will feel heavy. Some moments will test your strength. But every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Know that every effort you make to heal, to grow, to become the best version of yourself is worth it. So, you deserve to live a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. You deserve to wake up feeling at peace, to walk through life with confidence, to create a future that excites you. But it all starts with you. No one else can do the inner work for you. No one else can heal for you. No one else can grow for you. It is your responsibility and it is your power. Don't let anyone take it from you. No. So choose yourself. Choose healing, choose growth. Invest in your well-being, in your dreams, in the person you are becoming. Because the more you prioritize yourself, the more you create a life that truly reflects your worth. And you, just as you are already worthy of all the love, joy, and abundance this world has to offer. Taking action is the key to creating the life you desire, but not just any action, aligned action. Aligned action comes from a place of clarity, intention, and deep inner knowing. It is not about rushing or forcing things to happen. It is about moving with purpose, making decisions that are in harmony with your values, and trusting that every step you take is leading you toward your highest good. Many people stay stuck in a cycle of overthinking, waiting for the perfect moment or hoping that change will happen on its own. But nothing shifts until you do. You can visualize your dreams, affirm your intentions, and believe in your potential. But without action, nothing materializes. The universe meets you at the level of your movement. When you take a step forward with conviction, doors begin to open, opportunities arise, and things start to fall into place. Aligned action is different from mindless busyness. It is not about doing more just for the sake of being productive. It is about doing what truly matters. There is a big difference between being active and being effective. Many people stay busy but make no real progress because their actions are scattered, reactive, or based on fear. When you act in alignment, every step feels meaningful. You are not just moving, you are moving in the right direction. To take aligned action, you must first get clear on what you truly want. This means tuning into yourself, listening to your intuition, and being honest about your desires. What excites you? What lights you up? What feels right in your soul? Too often, people chase goals that are not even their own. Goals shaped by societal pressure, family expectations, or fear of failure. But real fulfillment comes from pursuing what is authentic to you. If your actions are not aligned with your truth, you will always feel resistance. Once you are clear on what you want, the next step is to trust yourself. Fear and doubt will try to hold you back. You might hear thoughts like, "What if I fail?" or "What if I am not good enough?" But fear is just a story your mind tells you. You do not have to listen to it. Aligned action requires faith. The faith to move forward even when you do not have all the answers. Even when the path is unclear. The more you trust yourself, the easier it becomes to take bold, decisive steps. Taking aligned action also means letting go of perfectionism. Many people delay action because they are waiting to feel ready, waiting for everything to be perfect. But waiting only keeps you stuck. Growth happens in motion. Clarity comes from doing. You do not need to have it all figured out before you begin. Start where you are, use what you have, and trust that you will learn along the way. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Another important part of aligned action is being intentional about where you invest your energy. Not every opportunity, not every idea, not every path is meant for you. When you say yes to things that do not align with your values or goals, you dilute your focus. Be selective. Ask yourself, does this action bring me closer to my vision? Does it feel right in my soul? If the answer is no, it is okay to let it go. Saying no to what does not serve you creates space for what does. Aligned action also requires consistency. One bold move is not enough. You must commit to showing up for yourself every day. Small, consistent actions create big results over time. You do not need to take giant leaps. You just need to keep moving forward. Even if progress feels slow, even if you face setbacks, do not stop. Every step you take is building momentum. Stay committed, stay focused, and trust that your efforts are leading you exactly where you need to be. Another key aspect of aligned action is surrender. This does not mean giving up. It means releasing control over how everything unfolds. Sometimes things will not go according to plan. You might face obstacles, delays, or unexpected detours. But just because something is not happening the way you envisioned does not mean it is not happening for your highest good. Trust the process. Keep taking action, but also stay open to new possibilities. Sometimes what the universe has in store for you is even greater than what you imagined. Finally, taking aligned action means celebrating your progress. Too often, people focus only on what is next, constantly chasing the next goal without acknowledging how far they have come. But every step deserves to be recognized. Every action you take toward your dreams is a victory. Celebrate your growth, appreciate your efforts, and take a moment to acknowledge your strength. You are creating something beautiful, and you deserve to enjoy the journey. Aligned action is about moving with intention, trusting yourself, and staying true to what feels right in your soul. It is about showing up for yourself, even when it is uncomfortable, even when fear tries to hold you back. The life you desire is within reach, but it requires your participation. Take the step, make the move, believe in yourself. Everything you seek is on the other side of action. Guilt is a heavy burden that many carry, often without even realizing it. It lingers in the background of our thoughts, whispering that we are not doing enough, not being enough, not giving enough. It convinces us that setting boundaries is selfish, that saying no means we are unkind, that prioritizing our well-being is somehow wrong. But guilt is not truth. It is simply a conditioned response, a learned behavior that keeps us trapped in cycles of overgiving, self-sacrifice, and emotional exhaustion. It is time to let it go. Releasing guilt does not mean ignoring your responsibilities or disregarding the feelings of others. It means recognizing that your needs matter too. It means understanding that you are allowed to take up space, to prioritize yourself, to say no without explanation or apology. You do not have to live your life bending over backward for others while neglecting your own well-being. True kindness does not come from self-sacrifice. It comes from a place of love, balance, and authenticity. Boundaries are not walls meant to shut people out. They are guidelines that help protect your energy, your peace, and your emotional health. They define what is acceptable in your life and what is not. They ensure that your relationships are built on mutual respect rather than obligation. When you set a boundary, you are not being mean or uncaring. You are simply honoring yourself. And honoring yourself is one of the most powerful acts of self-love. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear rejection, conflict, or disappointment from others. They worry about being seen as difficult, uncooperative, or unkind. But the truth is, those who genuinely love and respect you will honor your boundaries. Those who resist them are often the ones who benefited from your lack of them. If someone only values you when you say yes to everything, that is not love. That is convenience. You deserve relationships where your needs are acknowledged and respected. Letting go of guilt and embracing boundaries requires a shift in mindset. It starts with recognizing that you are not responsible for managing the emotions of others. You are not here to please everyone, to fix every problem, or to meet every expectation placed upon you. It is not your job to sacrifice your own happiness for the comfort of others. You are allowed to choose yourself. You are allowed to walk away from situations that drain you. You are allowed to say no without explaining why. Saying no is one of the most powerful ways to reclaim your energy. No to things that deplete you. No to relationships that take more than they give. No to obligations that do not align with your values. No to the pressure of always being available, always being accommodating, always being the one who carries the weight. Every time you say no to something that does not serve you, you say yes to yourself. When you first begin setting boundaries, you may feel uncomfortable. Guilt may try to creep back in. You may second-guess yourself, wondering if you are doing the right thing. But stand firm. Remind yourself that your well-being matters. Remind yourself that it is okay to put yourself first. Over time, as you continue to uphold your boundaries, you will notice a shift. You will feel lighter, freer, more at peace. You will begin to attract relationships that respect your needs rather than take advantage of your kindness. One of the most important aspects of boundary setting is consistency. It is not enough to set a boundary once. You must enforce it. Some people will test your limits, hoping you will bend, hoping you will go back to your old ways. Do not waver. The more consistent you are, the more people will learn to respect your boundaries. And those who refuse to respect them are showing you exactly who they are. Letting go of guilt also means releasing the need for validation. You do not need approval to make choices that are best for you. You do not need permission to protect your energy. The more you rely on external validation, the more you give away your power. Stand strong in your decisions. Trust yourself. Know that you are worthy of the space you take up, the boundaries you set, and the peace you seek. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot be your best self when you are constantly drained, overwhelmed, or resentful. By setting boundaries, you are not only protecting yourself, you are also teaching others how to treat you. You are showing them that respect is a two-way street. You are creating space for relationships that are built on mutual care rather than obligation. Guilt may have kept you in patterns of overgiving, people-pleasing, and self-neglect. But you do not have to stay there. You have the power to release it. You have the right to say no. You have the right to set boundaries. You have the right to choose yourself without apology. And when you do, you will find that life becomes lighter, relationships become healthier, and your inner peace becomes unshakable. Trust is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is the foundation of peace, the key to surrender, and the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Yet so many struggle with trust. They hold on tightly, trying to control every outcome, fearing that if they let go, everything will fall apart. But the truth is, the more you cling to control, the more you resist the natural flow of life. When you trust that the universe supports you, you release the struggle and step into alignment with something greater than yourself. The universe is always working in your favor, even when you cannot see it. Every challenge, every delay, every unexpected detour is part of a bigger picture that is unfolding exactly as it should. The mind, conditioned by fear and doubt, often wants immediate answers, instant solutions, and visible proof. But real trust does not require proof. It requires faith, the kind of faith that allows you to move forward even when you do not know what is ahead. Letting go of fear and embracing trust does not mean sit back and do nothing. It means that you take inspired action while knowing that you are not alone in your journey. It means that you listen to your intuition, follow all the signs, and make choices from a place of inner wisdom rather than fear. The universe responds to your energy, your thoughts, and your beliefs. When you operate from trust, you align yourself with the flow of abundance, love, and infinite possibilities. Doubt is what blocks the connection between you and the support that is always available to you. It makes you second-guess yourself, question your path, and hesitate when you should move forward. But doubt is not your truth. It is just a habit, a conditioned response that you can choose to release. Every time you choose trust over fear, you strengthen your connection with the universe. You open yourself to receive the guidance, synchronicities, and miracles that are already on their way to you. One of the most beautiful things about trusting the universe is that it allows you to release unnecessary stress. How often do you worry about things that are beyond your control? How much energy do you spend trying to force things to happen on your timeline? When you trust, you understand that things unfold in divine timing. You stop resisting delays and start seeing them as redirections. You stop seeing challenges as roadblocks and start recognizing them as lessons that are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Trusting the universe also means trusting yourself. You are not separate from the divine energy that orchestrates life. You are a part of it. Your intuition is your connection to this greater force, constantly guiding you toward what is right for you. The more you trust yourself, the stronger this connection becomes. The decisions you once agonized over become easier. The path that once seemed unclear starts to reveal itself step by step. It is important to remember that trust is a practice. Some days it will feel effortless. Other days, doubt will creep in and you will be tempted to fall back into old patterns of fear and control. But the key is to keep coming back to trust. When fear arises, remind yourself that the universe has never truly let you down. Even in your most difficult moments, you have always found a way through. You have always been supported, even when you did not realize it at the time. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to strengthen trust. When you focus on what is already working in your life, you reinforce the belief that the universe is supporting you. Every time you acknowledge the good that is present, you invite more of it into your experience. Instead of dwelling on what has not happened yet, celebrate what has. Recognize the ways in which things have already aligned for you. Remember the times when something better came along after what you thought you wanted did not work out. Trusting that the universe supports you does not mean that life will always be easy or that you will never face challenges, but it does mean that you will move through life with a sense of peace, knowing that you are always guided, always protected, always loved. It means that even in moments of uncertainty, you will stand firm in the belief that everything is unfolding for your highest good. It seems to me that undefined by purpose or identity, we are found immediately to our needs and that your life will flow. When you truly trust, you free yourself. You no longer operate from fear, anxiety, or desperation. You allow life to flow, knowing that what is meant for you will always find you. You embrace change rather than resist it. You stop overthinking and start living. You release the need to control and instead co-create with the universe, allowing yourself to be led to something even greater than you imagine. So let go of fear. Let go of doubt. Trust that you are supported. Trust that every step you take is leading you somewhere beautiful. The universe is always on your side, always working behind the scenes, always guiding you toward your highest path. All you have to do is trust and allow yourself to receive.